All right, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Mayum coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders apostles of Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out His truth and His truth and sincerity. And I just want to do a video going into, more World War III update. Really more so going into the beast hating the whore. All right, which for those of you that have been enlightened, so to say, that have come into the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that the Lord has given us to have the understanding of the scriptures and the times that we live in, you know that the beast, all right, is that Roman Empire. All right, the power of the Roman Empire back again. This time it's dispersed, okay, through the NATO and the EU nations, okay. So when we say that the beast hating the whore is the rideth upon the beast, okay. And America is that whore. And when you take a look at the world in a global sense, okay, and as far as global powers and who's really in charge and who rules and who dictates this and that, you come to realize that America is atop all the nations of the planet. Okay, America is the one that'll go into your country if you're doing something that has been portrayed in a negative light, in the international stage, whether they were the ones that orchestrated it or whether it's a natural cause of whatever is going on in that country. America is the one to come up in there. They're the ones to come and so-called police the world, which the scriptures, in fact, let's get this in Jeremiah. The scriptures call America, let me see. Well, let's read this one. Well, let me see. It really started at the top. But the one I'm looking for, maybe in Jeremiah 50. Right, yep, Jeremiah 50 and 23. And this is speaking about America, okay, because Babylon the Great, or ancient Babylon, all right, was taken over, okay, by the Persians, all right. Cyrus sanctioned the infiltration of Babylon. I believe it was Darius the Mede who actually was the one that was sent. And Babylon was taken without a major war. There was no battle. There was no skirmish. There was no going back and forth. It was taken that night. Okay. And what happened was not the great destruction that's spoken of in Babylon, here in Salakia, in Jeremiah, or in the scriptures about a destruction for Babylon the Great. That's how we come to the understanding or the realization through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai that America, or Babylon, ancient Babylon, cannot be the Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, that great city Babylon. It cannot be talking about ancient Babylon. Why? Because that place wasn't destroyed off the face of the earth. That place didn't see a great judgment come to it. Matter of fact, you can still go there today. Okay? And so let's read this, Jeremiah 50. And again, this is talking about Babylon the Great, aka America. And it reads, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 22, because this is what we're hearing, man. When you look at the news, when you read up on certain political moves that nations are doing, okay, whether it's leaving certain organizations, whether it's joining new organizations, okay, there's a preparation being made upon the earth, man. And that preparation is going to be for battle. Okay? So Jeremiah 50:22, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. And this is what we see happening, man. Okay? A sound of battle is in the land. Imagine war drums playing. Native Americans doing their war dances the night prior to going to battle. What do you think was the gut feelings going through the rest of the tribe? Like, yo, it's about to go down. They about to get it tomorrow. We need to all be ready over here at camp. And this is what we see happening, man. It's just the majority of the world has been put asleep. They don't realize what's happening. They don't understand. So they're not making themselves ready. This is why in Habakkuk chapter 2 it says that he may run that readeth it. You're supposed to see what's going on, hear about the true understanding of what's taking place, and you're supposed to get your ass ready. Why? Because you hear the war drums banging. And we hear it, man. The sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. This is what this song is about. Great destruction, man. Not a little destruction. Not maybe, but of a great destruction, man. This is of a surety. Okay? In verse 23, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? You see? So that's the question. How are they broken asunder, man? How has America become weak as we are? As it talks about in Joel. Right? She has become as weak as we are. And America is starting to dwindle, man. I don't know if you noticed. They're having issues with... Salakia, a call came through. Somebody tried to call. Where was I? So, America is dwindling in power, man. Financially, militarily, okay, geopolitically. Nations aren't really wanting to mess with America no more. They don't want to have America sitting in the same room as them, trying to dictate matters. Trying to come up with solutions, because what's been witnessed on the earth is America's solutions leads to downfalls, leads to more death. Okay? And this is what the scriptures tell you and will have warned us about, man. Okay? And this is what this article that I got is really going into, because this is something that the world should know by now. You know, the Lord is now having it come out, but y'all should have been known this. Y'all should have been known that anytime this devil come around, it's for his own benefit. Okay? And it's going to be for you, for the destruction of many. Okay? Let's go to Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. So is his wickedness. Fucking 5G tower over here blasting away. I already got a damn headache just walking by this damn thing. But it said, never trust thine enemy, man. For his iron rusteth, so shall his wickedness. And this is what the nations are now waking up to, man. You hearing the nations talk about America this, America that, you know? But you've yet to come to the realization that this man's a devil? Come on, man. What do they say? Wake up and smell the coffee? And it's going to come to the point for those of you listening, where these nations are going to go to war. And America is going to be the one that everybody's taking a look at. Everyone's going to be looking at America with a stink eye. Okay? Even America's own allies, which is what Revelation 17 goes into, man. Okay? Real quick, let me read a little bit of this article. It says, U.S. complicit in Israeli war crimes, NATO member. So you see, a member of the organization, man, saying this. Stating how America's on that bullshit. They're over here allowing this shit, while in the same breath talking about how they want to try to stop this stuff. You know, stop war. It's hypocrisy, man. Okay? It's hypocrisy. But it says, Salakia, U.S. President Joe Biden and his administration are complicit in Israeli war crimes in Gaza. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has argued while calling for sanctions against West Jerusalem. In an interview with Newsweek on Thursday during the annual NATO summit in Washington, the Turkish leader said that Israel's deliberate attacks on civilian infrastructure in Gaza constituted war crimes, something Israel has fiercely denied. So they over there just indiscriminately blasting people away, and everybody knows this. You see the protests out on the streets, whether it's organized or, you know, people truly, taken to the streets, which we know the scriptures talk about that, man. That people are going to take matters into their own hands. Okay? But it goes on to say, this is a quote from Erdogan, the brutal murder of innocent people in hospitals where they go for treatment, in ambulances and marketplaces, and centers where humanitarian aid is distributed, and in areas redefined as safe, is the gravest violation of human rights. You see? Nations are starting to become irritated with what America allows and what they don't allow. Because what they don't allow benefits them, and what they do allow benefits them, and only them. You see? Because we know that if America continues to allow Israel to do what they're doing, backing them up, and so to say empowering them, that Israel is going to get blown to bits. Somebody going to shoot back at a certain point, and heavy. We ain't talking about a couple homemade drones. We ain't talking about a couple ships getting taken. We talking about nuclear missiles, man. This is what the Lord is going to have happen to America as well. And we're going to go to war, man. America is going to go to war. The whole world is going to be at war. This is that third woe spoken about in Revelations, man. If you didn't know. Okay, it says, however, according to the Turkish president, the Biden administration disregards those violations and provides Israel with the most support. They do so at the expense of being complicit in these violations, you see, so they continue to support them. And you got people fed up with the nonsense. Okay? So, this is nothing new. The devil didn't just come out of the woodworks with a new tactic of his. This devil's been working on these things, man. He's been doing these things. It's just now people are deciding to think they know something, that they're on this devil. Man, this has been written thousands of years ago that this is what this man would do. What are you talking about? This is Sirach 12. Let's just read on down. We read 10, let's read 11. Though he humble himself, and this is what America does, man. They go around the whole world pretending they humble, acting like they coming to help, but they really not, man. You got to keep an eye on this damn devil. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed, and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not altogether been uncovered, or altogether been wiped away. So you're going to still see that wickedness, man. Even though he acts friendly, even though he plays cool, okay? He's still going to do some wicked shit, man. And you're going to get caught. And this is where the nations are now at, where they've been caught so many times with the okie doke. They've been fooled and bamboozled by this devil that now they're starting to realize, wait a minute. How many times are we going to keep allowing this man to do this shit and get away with it? That's what these people, that's what the nations are saying. Okay? Verse 12, it says, set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. And that's what America does, man. They'll go up into your country and set up their own leader. Specifically America, man. Esau Edom has been doing this for generations and generations, but specifically America, man. That's why you're starting to see people pull away from their relationship with America, man. Because they're all fed up with it. They want no ties with them. Okay? It says, verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast? You see? Such as any that come nigh wild beast. All right? And it does look like they got this shit here. Okay. It's a lucky, brothers. It's just had to take a gander at some things here at my apartment complex. They finally got the trash compactor. Looks like. I don't see any signs that say do not use yet, but it says, verse 14, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Yeah, man. Ain't nobody, the nations ain't even been feeling sorry for themselves, man. They waking up. They were like, yo, we were fools to think that this man was actually going to go through with his deal. Okay? And that's why now nobody want to fuck with him. Or they still got to a particular point. Nations still got to a certain level deal with America, because you can't just fully pull away from America and expect to survive economically. Okay? Nations still got to deal with this bitch. It says, verse 15, it says, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. And that's what he does, man. And he's done that to his own allies. Okay? He'll be there to help you, and then when he started to notice shit going south, he get up out of there. And he was the one who caused it. Right? It goes on to say, verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. And key word is enemy. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. And the scriptures in, what's that, Psalms 83, tells you that this man is smooth. His words are smooth as butter. Maybe it's 53. Psalms 53. His words were smoother than butter, man. And he came out of the womb speaking lies. But war was in his heart, you know. His words were smooth as butter, but war was in his heart, roughly paraphrasing. That's what this devil is completely after, man, is war. That's why it says he speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his mind, in his heart, he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And this is what now Turkey's talking about. Like, yo, these niggas ain't out there for trying to make peace, man. These dudes are trying to make more people die. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance, man. And I wouldn't put it past, America having some doing with the protests over there in Israel against Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay? When they go over there, they say they're going to help you, and then they set your ass up to get you up out of there, to set somebody up that's going to be even worse. You know, I wouldn't put it past them. But, yeah, brothers, I mean, that's pretty much the point. I mean, brothers can read Revelation 17, man, and see that this beast is going to hate the whore. And, again, that beast being the NATO EU nations. And Turkey, guess what, is one of them. All right? They've been trying to get up out of that deal. But, you know, they know they fully can't right now. But they're going to. Read Ezekiel 38, man. Gomer, Togomar, or one of those two. I forget exactly which one. It's talking about. I think Togomar might actually be Spain, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it's Gomer is Turkey, man. Russia is going to be a guard onto them. Okay, which we've seen in the past that whole narrative being set up. You know, so. Hey, Lord's with us was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rachakadas Barakatah. Double honor to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and its truth and sincerity. That I say Shalom.